uli sa inyong lahat. Ang pangalawa na kasakiman na nangyari sa ating bayan sa loob ng 50 taon ay tinatawag naming taxes greed or people's taxes greed or the robbery of people's money. We were computing from the 70s up to now, the simple average of the corruption of the annual budget of government is at the minimum of 10 billion pesos. That is the minimum. We can say that from the 1970s up to year 2000. But beginning year 2000 up to now, for 20 years, we saw our budget increasing up to the trillions of pesos. And we can say also, and this is a fact gathered from credible sources, that there is an average corruption of 30% of the budget, the annual budget, from year 2000 up to now. Therefore, if we look at the budget for today, for this year, which is 4.5 trillion pesos, at least we can say that there is really no need for that particular budget of 4.5 trillion pesos for the year 2021. Why? Because 30% will go to corruption. It will go to the pockets of our corrupt politicians, corrupt leaders from the national up to even the barangay level. So, we therefore only need 3 trillion pesos for this year, because we have to remove the 30% allowance for corruption from the 4.5 trillion pesos budget. During the time of President Macapagal, from 1961 up to 65, he only had 750 million pesos average for that particular period. And he made use of this money, of these people's taxes, in a very religious, very transparent, and we can say in a very sincere manner, where he was called the new hope for the common man, and he really attended to the welfare of the common man, even if he only had 750 million pesos in budget. When President Marcos took the helm of power, he had an average of 1 billion pesos from 1965 up to 1969. Well, it was more or less a government of transparency, we can say. But starting his second term, that was the beginning of the planning and implementation of getting a big amount or chunk of money from people's taxes. And we know that there was a declaration of martial law in 1972, which is within the second term of the former president. And we know what happened since then. What I would like to emphasize is this. We have to get rid of this corruption. Why? Because it is destroying, in fact, it has destroyed the moral fiber of our people and of our nation. If we continue with this kind of system, and our population is growing so fast, then there will be less money for the underprivileged Philippines. Kawawa naman po sila. Right now, we have 60% of our people, or practically 61 to 62 million people, in misery, lacking government services, lacking health and welfare and education services. If we continue with this kind of system, then this country will continue to go down and down to the drain. Kawawa po ang ating future generations. We have to stop this kind of greed, the taxes greed, once and for all. And Flag Lamp will institute new fiscal policies, new audit standards that will make sure that within 3 years, and I mean 3 years, corruption will be reduced to a level of 50%. Salamat po.